I think, when you talk about Palestine and Israel, that's a really complicated issue, and I think that involves a whole lot. Some of it is, I think some of it is race, but I think that gets into, going back to 1948 and the United States and our also with our Jewish community, and there's a whole lot that goes into that particular one. But I do think the fact that we don't talk about Yemen, there are babies and children and pregnant women starving to death in Yemen. But yet, the United States and all these countries, our media doesn't cover that. We'll cover somebody's tweets rather than cover the fact that there are people who are starving and dying in Yemen and in Syria and in other places. Um, and I think that it is because the Ukrainians are European. And if you listen to some of the figures in our media, even some of the major nonpartisan uh, outlets, they've pretty much said that this is race, this is racial. They've used words, loaded words like, calling the Ukrainians civilized, and the implication is that other people aren't civilized. Um, so I think that it's really troubling, and of course, the United States, we have a history of racial issues and racial strife, and it's something that we've been dealing with for now hundreds of years, and it's always entered our foreign policy as well, and that's something that I think that people don't talk enough about. We don't talk about what's going on, like you said, in Yemen. We don't talk about the fact that there are things going on throughout the continent of Africa. That there's a civil war in Ethiopia, and the violence in Sudan and Central African Republic and the DRC.